On December 26, 2024, a video showed a tailless jet with 3 engines flying over China. No press release, no warning, just a stealth aircraft that shocked every Pentagon office. China flew a 6th-generation fighter, while America's F-47 is still on paper. Then the first big truth appeared. For the first time in 80 years, China reached the next generation of fighter tech before the United States. The J-36 flies now. US prototypes will not fly before 2028. Some experts say America is 3 to 4 years behind. The jet itself raised even more alarms. The J-36 is not a copy of Western jets. It uses a tailless stealth body, a 25-foot weapons bay, and 3 engines with more than 50 tons of thrust. It flies over 3,000 kilometers without refueling, triple the F-22's range. This part matters most. China released it on Mao Zedong's birthday as a signal. It was not a normal test. It was a message about power in the Pacific. Here is what we break down next. Why this design beats radar. Why its payload matches a bomber. Why its drone control gives China new reach. And why the Pentagon fears it. This is the J-36, and it is already flying. A video showed a huge tailless jet with 3 engines on a Chinese runway. It rolled forward, lifted off, and flew with clean, smooth lines. No tail, no sharp edges, just a flying wing built to hide from radar. The clip spread fast. Defense analysts froze each frame. They measured the wings, the length, the inlets, and the cockpit shape. No one believed China was already flying something this advanced. Then the silence added pressure. China gave no announcement, no press event, no public statement, just a video that said everything without words. The facts appeared next. The jet is called the J-36. It has a 65-foot wingspan and a 62-foot body. It uses 3 engines and a tailless flying wing for stealth. It has a side-by-side cockpit and huge internal weapons bays, and it is already flying test missions. Then came the twist. Another 6th-gen jet, the J-50, was spotted the same week. 2 programs, both airborne, both ahead of anything in the West. China sent a message. They are no longer catching up. They are setting the pace. And this is the moment Washington realized something changed forever. For 80 years, the United States led every step of fighter aircraft development. America built the first jet leaders after World War II. America created the first supersonic fighters. America shaped multi-role fighters like the F-4 and F-16. America introduced stealth with the F-22 and F-35. Every leap came from the United States. China followed a different path. China copied older Russian jets like the Su-27 and Su-33. China used stolen data to speed up J-20 development. China spent decades catching up, not leading. But that pattern just broke. The J-36 flew before the American F-47. China reached 6th-generation flight first. The US will not fly its prototype until 2028. China is 3 to 4 years ahead right now. That gap is huge. In fighter development, 3 years is a full generation. It changes balance, planning, and long-term strategy. Then came the public reactions. US officials said the J-36 was expected, but that statement sounded defensive. They did not expect China to fly first. They did not expect China to move this fast. Now analysts face a new question. What kind of fighter did China build to take the lead for the first time? The J-36 removes the tail completely. No vertical stabilizers, no classic tail surfaces. The whole jet is one smooth flying wing built for stealth. From above, the shape looks like a flat diamond. From the side, it looks like a clean wedge with no sharp edges. Every line pushes radar waves away instead of sending them back. Then the deeper issue appears. Flying wings are naturally unstable. They need computers to adjust controls thousands of times each second. A human cannot fly this shape without help. China built software and controls good enough to keep it stable. The structure adds more surprises. The double delta wing gives huge internal space for fuel and weapons. No bumps, no exposed edges. The fuselage blends into the wing so radar cannot find a clear return. This is geometry, not just coding. And China went further. New materials absorb radar across many frequencies, not just X-band. This helps defeat early warning radars and targeting radars at the same time. This is full spectrum stealth, but the biggest shock sits inside the wing. 3 engines hidden deep in the body, changing power, range, and future weapons completely. Most fighters use 1 or 2 strong engines. The J-36 uses 3 powerful engines inside a stealth body. China chose 3 engines to get more power and more electricity than any other fighter. Each engine is a strong WS-15 turbofan built for heavy force. This makes the J-36 different from every fighter you know. 3 engines together create over 50 tons of thrust. This is more thrust than the F-22 and J-20 combined. The engines sit deep inside the body so radars cannot see the hot engine parts. 2 side air inlets and 1 top inlet feed cold air into the jet. This keeps the J-36 hidden even when flying fast. 3 engines also make a huge amount of electric power. Future weapons like lasers and microwave systems need massive electricity. China wants the J-36 to use these weapons in the future. 3 engines prepare the jet for systems that are not built yet. This shows China built the J-36 for the future, not just for today. New images show a wide cockpit with 2 seats side by side. This is not the normal front and back layout used in most fighters. China chose side-by-side seating for better teamwork in the J-36. 1 person flies, and the other manages the entire battle mission. Modern air combat needs fast thinking, not just fast flying. Fighters now use many sensors at the same time. They also control drones and handle strong electronic warfare. 1 pilot cannot manage all of this safely. The second crew member acts like a mission quarterback. The pilot focuses on flying and staying safe. The quarterback handles drones, sensors, and weapons choices. Both together make the J-36 much stronger than a 1-pilot fighter. This is the same idea the US wants for its next NGAD fighter. But China is already testing this idea in the air. That gives China a real lead in manned and unmanned teamwork. Satellite photos show new unmanned jets at the same test base. These drones are built to follow the J-36 as loyal wingmen. China is building the leader and the team at the same time. 2 crew members guide the mission, but they need strong weapons to finish the job. And the J-36 carries weapons no fighter has ever carried before. The J-36 carries a huge internal weapons bay because it must hold very large missiles. The center bay measures about 25 feet long, so it is far bigger than the bays on the F-22 or F-35. The jet also uses 2 side bays for extra weapons, as these bays add even more space. This design helps China load missiles without breaking stealth. The J-36 can carry the long PL-17 missile inside the jet because the main bay is large enough. The PL-17 reaches over 180 miles, so it can hit targets long before they see the jet. This missile hunts tankers and radar aircraft, as these targets support US forces. The J-36 keeps these big missiles hidden, so defenders cannot prepare. The jet also loads YJ-12 anti-ship missiles, since the bay supports many layouts. It carries PL-12 missiles for air combat, as pilots need different tools for different fights. The full payload reaches bomber-level weight, because the space inside is massive. This turns the J-36 into a fighter that also acts like a bomber. With this firepower, the jet can fire from 300 miles away, so US ships and tankers stay at risk. The escorts may track incoming missiles, but they may not find the J-36 that launched them. This gives China reach across wide areas, as range and stealth work together. And now the next question appears, because such weapons only matter with real speed and real range. The J-36 uses a special wing shape, so it can fly fast without using afterburners. The jet holds steady supercruise at high speed because its design cuts drag. The top speed reaches about Mach 2.5, so the jet moves faster than most fighters today. The combat range reaches 3,000 kilometers because the large body stores more fuel. That range equals about 1,860 miles, so the J-36 flies 3 times farther than the F-22. The jet can patrol the South China Sea with ease, since it does not need to refuel. It can reach Taiwan and return, because the distance fits inside that long range. It can even threaten US bases in Japan or Guam without needing tankers. Most fighters depend on slow tankers, so they stay at risk when they refuel. The J-36 avoids this risk because it carries enough fuel for long missions. This gives China freedom to move across the region without support aircraft. This also removes weak points that enemies normally try to attack. The jet reduces heat and radar signals with special materials, so enemies struggle to track it. It stays hidden while flying fast because cooling systems lower its infrared glow. It also stays ahead of US interceptors, since none can match its range or reach. And now a new concern appears, because this long reach becomes even stronger when the J-36 controls drones. J-36 uses a large airframe, so 2 crew members sit side by side. One crew member flies the jet, while the second controls drones. Both crew members work together to manage a full digital battle. This setup turns J-36 into a quarterback for networked missions. J-36 stays far from danger as loyal drones move into enemy airspace. Drones collect sensor data from ahead and send it back instantly. J-36 reviews that data and chooses targets with quick decisions. Drones fire missiles on command, keeping J-36 safely out of sight. Enemy radars pick up drones but fail to detect J-36 behind them. This gives China a major reach advantage during long-range fights. J-36 controls many assets at once, increasing total combat power. Teams of drones allow China to strike from distance without risk. Satellite images show new loyal wingman drones at the same test site. China builds the command jet and unmanned support units together. This creates a matched system of systems from day one. Such teamwork threatens US tankers, transports, and intel aircraft across the Pacific. China started early research on a 6th-generation jet in January 2019. Engineers began work with 8 design ideas from Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. 4 ideas moved into wind tunnel testing for quick results. This created fast changes, fast learning, and fast upgrades. This time, China moved first and changed the pattern. US delays grow because of budget fights and political arguments. China avoids those slowdowns and keeps building non-stop. China tests, fixes, and improves, while America debates costs. Such speed gives China a real edge across future battles. And that new advantage shapes how every Pacific mission may unfold next. US planners trusted better technology to balance China's larger numbers. They trusted better training and better systems to protect Pacific bases. China's new J-36 breaks those ideas because it jumps to 6th-generation speed and reach. Its long range sends missions deep into Pacific waters without refueling. Its large payload gives bomber-level firepower inside a stealth body. Its strong stealth hides signals from radars across many bands. Its wide design helps long missions that normal fighters cannot handle. Each feature pushes Chinese reach farther than before. Experts like Bill Sweetman describe J-36 as an airborne cruiser. It acts like a command center, not just a fighter jet. It guides drones, selects targets, and fires long-range missiles. It works as a key node inside a wide battle network. J-36 can move far past China's coast and stay on station for hours. It can strike US carrier groups from safe distance. It can attack tankers and surveillance planes that US forces rely on. It can block freedom of movement that US missions need to survive. For Beijing, this new jet sends a clear message. China plans to project air power far into Pacific space. China used a side-by-side cockpit, so 2 crew members handle complex missions. China built huge internal bays that carry long-range missiles hidden from radars. China reached supercruise and long range at the same time. China added drone teaming that multiplies combat power. All of this is flying right now in real tests. China moved from early plans to flying metal in under 6 years. America needs until 2028 just to fly one F-47 prototype. If China hits 2032 for full service, it fields 6th-generation jets first. This creates a major shift in Pacific power. This forces US planners to rethink old ideas about easy air dominance. This proves China can match or pass American innovation when it chooses. The real question is simple. Can America catch up fast enough to make the F-47 truly matter? America once led all fighter technology. China's J-36 now shows that lead is no longer safe. China reached 6th-generation flight first. China is testing real systems while America makes plans. The J-36 brings strong stealth, long range, big weapons, and drone control. It pushes Chinese power deep into the Pacific. So tell me in a comment if the F-47 can still catch up. Please like, share, and subscribe for more simple breakdowns like this.